Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be talking about another property. One that we use here is rotation. And rotation, I find, is one that isn't used very often, but it could be very powerful. As you can see in the design I have here, in the left and the right frame, what I have is a kind of a group. I've grouped these little squares. They're both, like I said before, they're both named the exact same thing. Let's remove that rectangle that was there. Okay, so what we have here is group one and group one. If we go into the group, we can actually see all the different rectangles. And I haven't named them anything, to be honest. I've just kind of left them the exact same way, but the smarter thing to do would be to name this like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, or something easier. Right now, it's kind of a little messy in this file. But you know, the corresponding names are on both frames, so we'll be able to kind of get around that. I have all these items grouped, and what I've just done, and this is kind of like an easy version of rotation, because like I said, you can combine the two. In the last video, I mentioned that you can combine like rotation and position. So if I wanted this to rotate and move, instead of to this corner, I can have it move to this corner. You can do that. You can have them crossing over paths and whatnot. But for the sake of the demo, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be rotating this entire group. So you can see what that looks like. Now let's actually go into our prototype panel. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep this very simple. We're going to click that group and click that little plus button, drag it to that other screen. It's called rotation, this screen, perfect with the right screen. And we're just going to click Smart Animate, same thing. We're going to click on that group, make sure that we have that selected. We're going to press plus, and for the sake of the demo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click the interactions panel on the right. And from there, I have it already set to click. And here we can define, you know, what we want it to happen. Is it going to navigate to? We'll get into other things like overlays, so you can see how that kind of works. But we'll navigate to, we're going to look for that frame. It's going to highlight. So that's the one. Rotation. It did highlight on the left. We will click Smart Animate, and it's already set to 300 milliseconds, and we're good to go. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Press play. We're going to go to rotation. And from here, we're just going to click. And you can see that it's literally going to rotate the actual UI element. So this is how you actually use rotation in Smart Animate.